They have been the underdog, fit only to endure punishment. But sufficiently provoked, there is hardly a creature on earth that won't turn and attempt to fight, regardless of the odds. Hope. That's how we'll win in the end.
Alex, Jessica, good morning.
Hi, Jeff. Good morning.
Thank you both for joining me to talk about Earth Abides. I'm 3 episodes in. It is marvelous, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you so, so much.
Alex, Ish awakes and finds the world has fallen to another pandemic. Just how bad is it?
Pretty bad. I mean, I think he feels very isolated, and even though he is a man who likes solitude, it's one thing to choose to be solitary. It's another thing to have that forced upon you. So I think for him, he realizes he desperately needs human connection, and thank God he finds that in Jessica Francis Duke's amazing Emma.
And Jessica, Emma is a survivor. She thinks she's the only one left on the earth. Did she think she was going to die alone?
Absolutely. I mean, she said that she just sort of processed what it was going to be to die alone. And unfortunately, loses everything and finds a way to sort of keep going until she finds a new purpose.
Now, I have to admit to both of you, I've never heard of the book or never heard of this show, and I was expecting, Walking Dead, or some sort of roaming gangs with guns and those kind of apocalyptic movies. But what I loved about this, and I, excuse me, that I realized early on is that this series is about humanity and it's about intimacy. I mean, I thought, what a great take on a subject like this, and for both of you, that we had such intimate moments, even though the world was coming to an end.
Mhm, mhm.
That was I think what drew to speak for both of us. I think to us both the stories it's about people. There are no zombies or monsters. The monsters lie within, and I think it's about the importance of humanity and our connection and how much we are willing to go through to fight for what actually matters.
And, I always tell people, if I had to, I could never be a vegetarian. I'd slaughter my own cow if I had to. How'd that go for Ish slaughtering his first cow? That was an intense scene there, Alex.
It's a difficult scene. Ish is many things, but a butcher is not one of them. And I think it was uh, I loved that scene a lot because I felt like it's kind of the first time you get to take a breath and sort of laugh at how horrible this is for him.
Just how fragile society is and things we take for granted. Just walking into the supermarket and buying a steak. We had to make your own steak. I mean, I sat and watched that. I was like, wow. And also, Jessica, one thing we learned about during COVID is that when we finally reemerged, that nature was taking back the earth. And that's one of the themes in this series. But also, you have a scene with rats that are taking over too. I mean, was that a lot of special effects or were there real rats on the set? Because I was crawling out of my skin.
There were real rats, and they were absolutely cute. And I never thought I would say that. But it was wonderful. It is one of those things of like, if people are gone, what's going to happen, and who gets to take back what's theirs? And it's really wonderful the amount of animals that we got to work with, the amount of sights that we got to see in nature. It was our way of also getting back into the earth in a way.
And Alex, I was born and raised in Las Vegas. I'm here now, and I love how you feature Las Vegas in the apocalyptics. That people still come to my city even when the world's coming to an end. So, did you shoot anything in Las Vegas, or was that a trick photography?
Trust me, I wish. I have shot in Vegas before. I absolutely love it. I was hoping, but believe it or not, it's actually very hard to find an empty Vegas. So
Yeah.
no, we had to get very creative with the way we shot that. But no, that's one of my favorite scenes in the pilot is when he decides, you know what, I'm gonna go to Las Vegas.
Mhm.
Maybe there'll be some people there.
I have,
Um,
I have to tell you though, when we had COVID here and our city was shut down, we were supposed to stay quarantined, but my roommates and I, we rode our bikes down the strip. And it was just like that in the series. It was like I Am Legend with Will Smith. It was deserted. And so you guys really captured that moment of how the city was alive, but then it wasn't.
Mhm.
Oh, well, thank you so much for saying that. It's funny you bring up I Am Legend. I actually texted Will while we were shooting this film, and I said, you might be the only guy I know who has experienced a version of what I'm going through right now, because especially in that pilot, I'm all alone, and Will obviously had to do that for months at a time for that film. So much so that I felt like I was living a version of what my character was going through. And when Ish finally meets Emma, um, and I finally got to work with Jessica, it was like this unbelievable sigh of relief that finally I had some sort of connection and somebody to work with. Because even as an actor, it's like without somebody to play off of, it's a very, very lonely existence.
Well, your chemistry was amazing. So, guys, congratulations once again. And thank you for talking to me today. What a wonderful series. Let's talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Oh,
So much.
thank you so much. Thanks for the kind words.